realizing that my black family, my African American family, side of the family, my dad and his family, had a very different way of interacting than my quote unquote white side of the family with the world in this way. In that, if my white side of the family was mistreated in some way, they had no problem saying, "Excuse me, you will not treat me like this." Do you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
Example, restaurant, bad service, or not even bad service, mistake. "Excuse me, you made a mistake. Thank you."
Yeah, you'll fix this now.
That wasn't the other side of the family would just
it'd be fine. Just leave it.
It'd be fine.
Right.
Just leave it.
Yeah,
we just eat it.
We just won't come back.
What? Yeah. That is so interesting.
So what you see high self-esteem, right? So in your normal average white community, you see high self-esteem and high confidence, right? The value of myself to know, no, I'm worth more than this. I value myself more than this, and you're going to value me equal or above my own value.
And it's not even wrong.
Myself. It's not. It's actually right.
Yeah, and even it's a good thing.
Even if we do esteem our stuff, we don't have enough esteem to demand it of other people.
I think there is a difference between esteem and confidence too, because
there is.
Because I am in a class right now doing statistics on all the children, all different colored children. African American children measure the highest out of every single community in the United States for projecting confidence.
Yeah. So so in this,
I am a king and a queen. Like I gotta ask every black child at school, they know they are kings.
But that's not the question.
But that's not the esteem.
No, and that's not the issue. It's not that I don't know that I'm not, like, I'm a father of 7 and I know that, and you better respect me for that. But if somebody says, how much are you worth? That's a question mark to me. Like, I don't know how, not only do I not know what the answer is, I don't know how to answer that question. Like, I don't know how to tell you I'm valued at this.
It's just a totally different way of navigating life.
How the fuck is you gonna tell me about the shit you ain't never seen, bitch ass nigga? You can miss me with the whole ass shenanigans, my nigga.
Wait.
No.
I said I'm never coming back again. Next I stepped away from the mirror. I got my mind made up now, cause I can see the future much clearer.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. More importantly, you saw the clip. I don't know what these fools is on right now. Sometimes it's ignorance, and sometimes it's youth, and sometimes it's class, and this is a gumbo of that. Here's the thing. Frankly, from this clip, y'all retarded. Newsflash. I know y'all have self-esteem and confidence. This is a new dumb debate. Using a restaurant. Let me tell you the difference between black people and white people at a restaurant. Black people know they're spitting your food. That's simple. It has nothing to do with my self-esteem and how I'm confident and how you're going to treat me a certain way. No. We know people are spitting our food. Once we done sat down and I done ordered something and you got it wrong, yeah, I mean, hey, man, could you such and such? Yeah. But in certain circumstances, you go, you know what? Nah. We're not doing this. Because I can see right now this might be on the floor. Somebody might mess with it. No, thank you. And that's the difference between your black side and your white side. That's the difference. And don't get it twisted. They'll spend white people food too. But when you go on, when you're a black person and you go in a non-black establishment, you that crosses your mind like, I done ordered. Okay. First of all, should I order? Maybe I'm gonna have something real plain that, if they mess with it, I can see it, That's what that is. But a lot of y'all get in these situations, whether it be, like I said, youth, ignorance, class, just like the dude there, self-esteem. What happened to y'all? What happened to y'all? It just never dawns on you that, hey, man, here's the common sense. I'm black. I'm not white. There are certain things in America that white people could do that don't cause for the police to show up. If I do that, somebody might be super caring. That's what that is. But I've never heard of anything like that. Well, not with me, and not where I'm from. And because you sheltered. And the grown black man in there just sitting there, with the Jim Crow lining and the Jim Crow beard, act like he don't know. This is a problem with a lot of y'all who assimilated. Y'all assimilated into white America and assimilated out of common sense. Oh, since I talk like this, and just because I'm black in America doesn't mean I can't live a white experience. Yes, it does. But I can be delusional. I can just, it's my self-esteem. You won't treat me like that, and you won't talk to me like that. No, we leave. If you talk to me crazy, I'm like, okay, I don't need to be here. I gotta go. But if you talk to me and you get in my face, I'm probably gonna hit you. But if you talk to me and I'm in a situation where I gotta hit you, I gotta leave. I can't just be there like a white person, like I'm standing up for myself. No, it's gonna turn into he's black. He's the black and he started it. I don't care what the camera says, and I don't. We're gonna lie and we're gonna witness what happened. Like, stop it. And then some of y'all go, well, that's not true because sometimes white people stand up for black people. That's true. Sometimes they do. You ain't, but you trying to sit there and take that chance? That's what you're trying to do? You're trying to sit there and take that chance. Y'all tripping. Y'all are on one. Y'all are really out here tripping. And sometimes it's and I hate to do it this way, it's the tragic mulatto mindset or the suburban mindset, or let's just go the black conservative mindset where I'm I'm a black conservative too, and nothing's gonna happen to me. Or I grew up in the burbs and I'm different from you guys. Cool. You could be different. You can feel like you special. You can be an affirmative action coon. I do not care. But when life really happens and people really go, oh no, this how we act, this how we roll, and you get the but no, not me. Do you see how I enunciate and pronounce my words? It sounds so Martha's Vineyard. Why me? That's why I make the dumb face. Yeah, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. How does life work in America? This is America. Like, you can pay for a service. You know. Let's take this in consideration. There's a stereotype about black people not being good at customer service. If you're on the other side, and we're not good tippers, and we're not cool when we go places and deal with customer service. I get it. There's a stereotype about that, and there are people who can definitely be the stereotype. But then there's a stereotype on the other side that I can pay for my service and get terrible service on purpose. And then people complain, why don't you tip a person for what? I came here and they were quite disrespectful. They waited until I ordered to get disrespectful, by the way, which makes me not like them. Or you go somewhere, you pay for something, and they see it's you, and they go, it's you? I mean, this is you. It's like, oh, okay. All right. All right. Here we go. I can't buy things in America now. You show up to a hotel. It's like prime example. Um, Say if you go traveling, right? It's out of pocket, definitely. The bonnets and flip flops and all that. That's out of pocket. But if you go on traveling, you got like some shorts, some easy sneakers to put on, a shirt, a hat, and you show up somewhere just relaxed. Let's just call it relaxed fit. And you show up somewhere where everybody else traveled to and they relaxed too, and then they see you, and it's like, why are you dressed like you just got off a plane? That's why I got the luggage. That's why I got the relaxed clothes. Yeah, because I just got off a plane. I'm not. I need to be comfortable. That's it. But then you get a different reaction. And did you? This is your reservation. Did you pay for this? I already paid for. You sure? Yeah. You see that? You see it already. What are we talking about? It's the same thing with how can I say this? Um, I'll say it this way: because me as a person, I got like a very average name. Let's just say it's non-racial. Like you don't know. With me, I got to show up. Such and such. You, yeah, that's me. You're not Quintavious? I thought you would. No, not Quintavious. Sorry. You know, threw you off with that one, right? And it's already handled. Yeah, it's already handled. What's the issue? Now we got an issue. Been to restaurants before. You know, you walk in, and I don't like. First of all, I don't like nice restaurants. Not because I don't like the food. A lot of times, and in general, there are nice restaurants where the food is great. The ambiance is always good in nice restaurants, but there's some where the food is great. But a lot of them, I don't think the food is that good. So I don't like nice restaurants for that. You got me getting dressed up to come here, and it's like, man, this stuff is this trash. You know what I'm saying? I could have got this somewhere else for a whole lot cheaper, and it'd have been better. But you've been there. Well, you put your nice little clothes on to go to this nice restaurant, and you come to the door and oh gosh, and it's like, what the hell y'all looking at? Y'all ugly fools here and here eating too. Frank, it's like, oh, the stock of the restaurant just went down. It's like, is he gonna order the chicken fingers? There ain't no chicken fingers here, bitch. What about a burger? I might, I'm one of them people. I might order a burger in a fancy restaurant, and the reason being, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. The reason being is because you go to any restaurant to sit down, you see the orders coming out. If I'm looking out and the orders don't smell good and look good, I'm just sitting there. Yeah, I'm getting a burger. I don't give a damn what y'all got here. I done seen 5 different things come out. Didn't smell good. Didn't look good. No, thank you. You can't F up a burger. And people go, oh, you don't have class. It's like, nah, I know you can't mess up a burger. That's what I know. If you do, you got problems. But in a general sense, a lot of this class, and some people come from higher class, but they're classless, they're tasteless people, and all of these ignorant little ideologies really come from, like I said before, being sheltered. You know what I'm saying? You're sheltered. Like a lot of the stuff that you think is meaningful is meaningless, and a lot of the context you have of things is just terrible because it doesn't take into consideration that, yeah, man, like here's the issue. You might put yourself in a situation where you stand up for yourself and you got your food spit in it, and it doesn't dawn on you. And they wouldn't do that to I'm not, no, 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 no. I'm standing up for myself. Doing what? And let me just say this in a general sense. Even with the white and black thing, my personal opinion is, and it might sound weird, but I think people are too confrontational. I think white people are too confrontational and entitled, and they're confrontational and being particular about stuff that don't even make sense. So they got people doing above and beyond what they need to do just because they're being entitled pricks. And I think when you use black people as a stereotype, I think we're too confrontational because I want to be treated like white folks. And it's like, you're going to do this, and then I saw you do this for this person. It's like, yeah, whatever. I think at the end of the day, if you can't, how are we going to change? People will say, how are you going to change America if you don't confront some things? You can't change America. America is a bunch of people and ideologies. So at the end of the day, you deal with the people you dealing with. You know what I'm saying? You meet a cool person, you deal with a cool person. You meet a jerk, you deal with a jerk. You deal with what you deal with when you're in that environment. You don't get to pick. You pick where you go. You don't get to pick the people around the place. You get what I'm saying? So you once you get there, you act accordingly to the situation. That's all. That's all that is. And a lot of y'all have taken this hierarchy and racial thing and self-esteem and confidence thing. It's just some bullshit to make you sound intellectual. But in all honesty, a lot of y'all not really having experience. Because I'm gonna say this about a lot of suburban people don't have a hood experience. A lot of hood people don't have a, let's just say, upper class experience, right? So they're only they're a group of people who can navigate all of those. But for the most part, people are just making up shit on of where they're at mentally. Like you've never really been in these situations. So you're just pontificating on something like, this is how I view this person and this person is atmosphere. It's like, whatever, man. Whatever. Like, and with black people, you would think some people know better, but you got to realize some people aren't really. It's like a city person hanging out with a country person. It's two different lifestyles. It's two different lifestyles. So if you're in the city and a country person, oh man, you from the country, you so country. Yeah, but when they take you in the country, you're gonna be so city. You got to learn the best of those worlds, so you can navigate both of them and not be in la la land all the time. But I'm gonna leave it at that. You tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.